Hammer, also known as shooting star. I always tell my student this is my favorite candle. I always look for this candle in the market to look for long positions, because very good indication for traders, which shows that there is a solid buying momentum in the market and there are buyers in control at
That's
the
it for this
particular
lesson.
time
See
frame.
you in the next one.
Hammers are
That
candlestick with a small body, little to no upper wick, and a long lower wick. So as we can see, we have a long wick towards the downside, but there is not much big wick towards the upside. So what it is representing? This wick represent buying momentum. Let's say this wick is towards the upside, then we will say there was selling momentum. If the wick is towards upside, then that represents the selling momentum. If the wick is towards the downside of the body, it represent buying momentum. They indicate a bullish sentiment during a downtrend. Hammer suggests that strong buying counters the strong selling pressure, and when combined with support, they are considered strong buying signals. So let's say, similarly, like we talk about doji, the colors were green and red. The hammer could be green and red as well. How we gonna spot this hammer? There will be a long wick towards downside the candle. Even if you look at the red one, there is a big wick towards downside. There is a very small body and there is a very long wick towards downside. What does it mean? Let's just understand this candle. Let's say the price of an asset is opened somewhere around here at $1. When it opened, sellers came in, sellers pushed the price towards downside and it went to 0.50. Now, buyers came back in, they pushed the price back up, and before closing, it went up to 2.50 somewhere, but the closing price was around $2. So candle opened at $1, right? This wick is representing it went down, but all at these prices there was buyers. So buyers bought this particular asset and pushed the price back up. Before closing, it went to 2.50, and when it's closed, it closed at $2. So this candle is gonna represent a hammer, which is also known as shooting star. It could be green, red in color. And if you spot this hammer on the support level, then this indicates there are a lot of buyers in the market. Buyers are in control, and this hammer is giving good indication that we can look for the long positions, as we know that on the support level we find the buyers. When there are buyers, how are we going to find out? This candle is going to tell us, okay, there are buyers in the market. Now we can take a decision. Either we are looking for a long position, or let's say if the candle was weak, of course we are not going to take the trade, because we know that we have a bearish engulfing. So it means there are selling momentum on the support area. So when we are going to be confident, when we will see candles like these, one, bullish engulfing, second, hammer. Hammer is very good indication. And there is another thing. Only one indication is not enough to take a trade. So this is going to be one reason to look for the long position. We will look for the multiple position to take the trade. So let's say on the support level, we found hammer. We have got one reason right there. Now we know that there are buyers in the market. Here is the example of hammer. The price came down. Let's say we have a support somewhere around here at $1. Price went down. Price came down to 0.50. Before closing, it closed more than $1, somewhere around here, let's say $2. And this candle is representing a hammer. And this hammer is, we know that it's a bullish sign. The price, just look at the previous candle. What happened here? We have a bearish engulfing, price went down. Let's say we started from $4, $5, we went to $1, right? So there were a very strong selling momentum in the market. We went down to $1. When price reached to $1, The next candle opened and the price started going down to 0.50. Buyers came back in, they pushed the price back up. Now we are at somewhere around here. We closed as a hammer, which is also known as shooting star. What this candle is representing, it's representing there are a lot of buyers in the market. Below $1, we have just buyers. There were very less sellers. Strong momentum of buyers encountered the selling momentum. So the price went up straight from here. If we look here, there is another hammer. The price came down. We made a double bottom, and here we have a candle. This candle is representing some buying momentum in the market. It is also known as hammer. This hammer showing that we have more buyers than sellers, and the price went up from here. So what we do, we look for these hammers on the support area. If you don't know the support area, just continue watching the lessons, and there is a lesson where we covered support and resistance. You will understand it better. Just remember this, we need to look for these candles, bullish engulfing and a hammer on the support areas. Inverted hammer, also known as inverted shooting star. An inverted hammer is a green or red candlestick with a small body, little to no lower wick, and a longer upper wick. So there is no lower wick, but we have a very big upper wick. So it's the opposite of hammer. Inverted hammer is the opposite of hammer. In hammer, what do we see? A big wick towards this downside of the body. On inverted hammer, we see a big wick to the upside of the body. It indicates a bearish sentiment during an uptrend. So this is bearish candle, opposite of hammer. Inverted hammer is bearish candle. Inverted hammer suggests that strong selling counters the strong buying pressure. When combined with support, they are considered strong selling signals. Inverted hammer, also known as inverted shooting star. So inverted hammer is opposite of hammer, shooting star. What's the difference? The difference is on hammer, you will find a big wick towards the downside of the candle. On inverted hammer, you will find the big wick towards the upside of the candle. An inverted hammer is a green or red candlestick with a small body, little to no lower wick, and long upper wick. So there will be no long lower wick and there will be a long upper wick. It indicates a bearish sentiment during an uptrend. Inverted hammers suggest that strong selling counters the strong buying pressure. When combined with resistance, they are considered strong selling signals. So as we discussed about hammer, we look for hammer on the support area. We look for inverted hammer on the resistance area. Let's say we are trading and we are in a trade and we found that there is a resistance level and we found this candle on the resistance level. So what this candle is representing there on the resistance area, there are sellers, they are trying to push the price towards downside, and when we see this inverted hammer, this is a good indication that sellers are in control at the moment and there are less buyers than sellers. So let's say we are already in the trade, we will exit the trade as it's representing that there are more sellers, so they are going to push the price towards downside. So this is a very good indication to exit the market. And let's say if we are looking for the short position, inverted hammer gives a good indication that sellers are in control. If you're looking for short position, this is going to be your one indication which you will consider while taking the trade. Here we have inverted hammer example somewhere here. So what happened? Price went up to, let's say, $1. It touched to $1. There were sellers waiting for the price to touch at $1, and there were order placed at $1 for the sell order. When the price touched at $1, the price just straight went down. This candle is representing, this wick is representing that there were a lot of sellers in the market, and As soon as it touched $1, the price straight went down. And this is inverted hammer. How we will spot this? There will be a very small body and there will be a long upper wick on that body. That's what we call inverted hammer or inverted shooting star.